We got the hits. We got the gist. This is Lagos' #1 lifestyle station, City 1051 FM.
Flying Antelopes complete dramatic comeback to win 6th Aiteo Cup trophy. Elephants trampled upon in CAF Champions League. The Argentine with a brilliant finish on the night to rescue points for PSG. And no Messi, no problems for Barca against Inter in the UEFA Champions League. And Wilfred Mong, the DsilentG, the program is Sports City. Get on board on social media to be part of the conversation at City1051 using the hashtag Sports City. Interestingly, you can also go to our YouTube page, that's at City1051, to view the program live and see what Wilfred looks like, what Dami, of course, what Nnamdi, and Festus, who is a Liverpool fan, how he looks this morning. Simply at City1051, just go there and also be part of the conversation using the hashtag Sports City. WhatsApp is 0909916443, and for the Rangers fan, 0700 1051 1051. Zobun Zobuabi. I don't know if that applies to you, but feel free to share your thoughts on that fantastic victory we witnessed yesterday at the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba. Welcome, guys.
We don't just talk sports.
We play the game right on Sports
City.
Name a better sports program? We on Sports City will quiz.
So let's serve off immediately with stories coming from the WTA finals and 2 games we witnessed yesterday. For Sloane Stephens, well, she saved the day for Naomi Osaka. Let me come to the Naomi Osaka game first of all, because earlier on, by the way, Dami, good morning.
Good morning, Wilfred.
Good morning. You just kept looking at me like, kilo day now. How you doing?
Very fine.
Okay.
I saw one of the most breathtaking comebacks ever in football history yesterday, so I'm
Okay.
still trying to recover from the shock.
Okay, it's good to see you breathing well this morning.
Yeah, yesterday I almost lost my breath.
Okay. So I was talking about Angelique Kerber, her time there at the WTA final. Rather, Naomi Osaka, her time at the WTA final seemed over after she lost to Angelique Kerber in the first game we witnessed in the red group yesterday, and that ended 6-4, 5-7, 6-4. And the funny thing about this particular game, there were 11 breaks in this game.
Nobody seemed to be able to hold serve.
Yeah, nobody. Especially in that second set.
In the second set, I think of 12 games in the second set, serve was held just 3 times.
Yeah.
And there was a particular time where Angelique Kerber, in that second set, Naomi Osaka won it. She was serving for the match at 5-4 up. She lost, it became 5-5. Osaka held for game 11 and also broke to win. I think Osaka's problem at this WTA has been her unforced errors. Yesterday again, she had over 40 unforced errors.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
In the other game, she had 46.
She had 46. Yesterday, she had 50. Yes, 50. But fortunately for her, the result in the other game means she still has a slim chance of making it to the next round.
And that game is the one involving Sloane Stephens, who had earlier beaten her in her opening game in this competition in 3 sets. So Sloane Stephens playing against Kiki Bertens, who shocked Angelique Kerber in her own first game. And that game ended 7-6. 2-6, 6-3. The Americans winning there, and that gives Naomi Osaka a lifeline. She now needs to win her final game against Kiki Bertens and also hope that the other result goes her way.
Yes, Sloane Stephens has to beat Angelique Kerber, because if Angelique Kerber wins that, Angelique Kerber and Sloane Stephens will both have 2 wins, while Naomi Osaka will be tied with 1 win against Kiki Bertens. So the only thing now, Naomi Osaka has to do her part, and like it's very common in this part of the world, hope that your other matches favor you while you bring out your calculators and say, okay, I beat my opponent, and let's hope this ends up beating the other person.
Actually, this is one of the most interesting WTA finals we've seen in a very long time. Yeah, being that anybody could still qualify and anybody could still crash out.
Yes.
Yeah, so very interesting. But there are games today. I'll get to see just one moment. Do you have them?
Today we have Caroline Wozniacki.
Yep.
She's in action today. She's coming up against Elina Svitolina, and then Petra Kvitova against Karolina Pliskova.
Yeah, so those are the 2 games in the white group, concluding the white group. Then tomorrow, being Friday, we'll get to see 2 other games in the red group. And many might be wondering, this white and red group thing, it will come to an end in Singapore. Yeah, because we know when you look at the Singapore flag, it's actually red and black. Rather red and white, which is the reason we have this white and red group. And by the time it moves to China, this will change.
You might have red and yellow group.
Well, I don't know. It depends on how they want to do it. But trust us, we'll tell you how they eventually decide on that one. Let's move on to the brawl involving Conor McGregor and Khabib. They were banned after that brawl. And Khabib didn't get his money, Conor got his money, but Khabib has been given $1 million, half of his money. I mean, I'm just wondering, if I throw $1 million at you now, I'm sure you just run away from here.
Why would I run away from you? I'll instigate another brawl so you can give me another $1 million.
Chopped up, bro. That's my guy. Anyway. So for Khabib, he's gotten $1 million, but the UFC are saying, look, these two guys still remain banned. They were banned until they were provisionally suspended until the 15th of October, but that has been reviewed, and they are saying, no, it's indefinite, pending the outcome of our investigation. But in the meantime, Khabib is looking at fighting
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, so waiting.
Another money spinning venture.
Obviously, this is little money now.
Yeah, I mean, compared to what he's going to get when he fights Mayweather.
Like $30-40 million.
But I think we need to consider going to fight Floyd Mayweather.
I like your face, I don't want to see him disfigured.
What's the worst that will happen? To be disfigured and I'll use the money to patch it up. And I'll still have change.
The worst could actually be you lying somewhere and never being able to use the money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Treating yourself for the rest of your life.
For it to end.
Okay, it's good you understand. Let's go to the NBA, and there were games this morning for Steph Curry.
Wow.
That guy doesn't make mistakes. I'm sorry, no apologies, but this guy is just too good. Yeah, so permit me when I say he doesn't
When his
make
name
mistakes.
is Steph Curry, expect him to add extra spice to whatever is going on in the game. 51 points yesterday.
That was crazy. No, this morning actually.
Yeah, this morning. From the free throw line, 10 out of 10. And
Yep.
he hit 11 out of 16 three-pointers. That takes him top of the three-pointers chart with 33 already this season. We've had only 5 games. He's averaging a little over 6 3-pointers per game.
Now, you made mention of him hitting 51 points and also 10 over 10 from the three-pointer. That means he's now 5th on the NBA's all-time three-pointers list, and knocking down 11 trees on the night.
11 out of 16. That is over. I mean, the conversion rate.
Wizardry.
I think that's the word.
Yeah.
Steph Curry yesterday, and he was doing it effortlessly. He wasn't stressing himself. It got to the point in the game where he started doing it a little too much. But I mean, when you've made 11, whatever else happens can be excused. And Golden State Warriors leading by 22 points yesterday.
All right, take nothing away from his teammates, because MVP from last season, Kevin Durant, pushed in 30 points to complement that. It was a high-scoring affair yesterday. I'm sorry, this morning. And also Klay Thompson, one of the guards there, was also able to push in 19 points for the Warriors as they continue their winning streak. They've only lost 1 game out of 4 this season, and that 1 game was away. They won all their games at home. That's in Oakland this season. Let's look at other games. LeBron finally getting a win. They came up, the Lakers, they came up against the Phoenix Suns, and the funny thing is they've not been able to win in Los Angeles, but in Phoenix they won.
Away.
They had to win away. But for LeBron, he was at the peak of things as expected, because on the night he saved 19 points. Yes, but he complemented that with 10 assists. So you have to add 7 rebounds. Of all the rebounds, they were defensive rebounds. That shows you that this guy was always around the arc and ensuring that they steal the ball whenever he feels to hit the net. But anyway, that's how it panned out for them. But we saw the McGee had 20 points in the process also, as the Lakers got their first win, 1-3-1. 1-1-3 against the Phoenix. Now, looking at all the results from the NBA, the Cavaliers, they still can't buy a win. 4 losses on the bounce. Yeah, they lost against the Nets. This one, 102-86 in favor of the Nets. For another game, we saw the Mavericks. They lost the way to the Hawks. For the Heat, yeah, 2 points for the Knicks. They won that one 110-87, and we also saw the Raptors beat the Timberwolves 112-105. The Bulls rampant against the Hornets 112-110. Yeah, the Jazz beating the Rockets. We also saw Pacers overcome the Spurs. The Bucks were winners against the 76ers, and the Greek Freak Giannis Antetokounmpo doing the business again for the Bucks as they won 123-108. And for the Kings, 97-92 winners against the Grizzlies. Okay, we need to go on this break. Local flavor, where all the drama happened in Asaba. Just stay with us as we run you through that. Nnamdi, good morning. I did. These guys call you.
Name a better sports program. We on Sports City will quit.
The right dosage of sports. Hang with the
My phone was doing it. He sent you SMS actually. Play the other Rangers zone.
I'm teaching at CMA today now.
Oh, play the Rangers zone. The shootout.
He has to do something he's not done in this game. Save a penalty. How does Lute play? Is it Rangers for the title? Yeah!
Gone through and back.
Of the Aiteo Cup for 2018.
And Wilfred, what's the name of that Rangers keeper? The one where he entered for Femi Thomas.
Nnamdi. This Ghanaian.
They went to the Caribbean coach name.
That guy's name. My phone is right here. Wait,
It's a young and that one so
They have lost it. Rangers International, they have won it.
And Wilfred, Mong, and Nnamdi, as well as Dami, they are here. And
they will say it.
Rangers winning this one. 76 minutes, Canopilas were leading 3-0. Let's play into the scenario. When we came into the studio for late edition yesterday, we started with Pillars being 15 minutes away from winning their first Aiteo Cup trophy. And by the time we were stepping out after a 15 minutes program in Nnamdi,
We were heading for penalties.
exactly. Crazy game.
Crazy game on and off the pitch. Everything that you possibly thought could have happened. Pillars started like a house on fire.
Yep. Rabiu Ali 6th in the tournament.
And then you thought maybe Rangers would just lie down and just lay down there. But all credit to the Rangers fans in particular.
Yeah.
They were singing throughout from 3-0 down. You know, at 3-1, 3-2, referee came 6 minutes of injury time.
8 actually.
Sorry, 8. And I think that's where the Canopilas, because we saw the way the Canopilas bench was.
Yeah.
They all looked like they felt they were doomed.
Yeah.
You know, there was already a feeling of resignation. And that might have translated to the pitch, lapse in concentration, and not even up to a minute into injury time.
Rangers equalized.
And it was 3-3.
Ajane wasted the goal for them.
It was 3-3.
Yeah. And we even thought Rangers were going to nick it before end of extra
Before
time.
end of extra time, but nope. They went to penalties, and from the first one, the veteran, the talisman for Pillars, and he stepped up to the spot.
Skied it.
Skied
Would
it.
you blame the grass?
Yes, I was going to talk about the grass,
Okay.
but I had it.
It was too high. We couldn't even see the markings.
Look. There's pitch, there's lawn, there's garden,
Okay.
there's hedge,
Okay.
there's forest,
Okay.
there's woodland, and there's jungle.
Right.
You've mentioned 7 things, so
There are different layers of intensity of grass.
Wow.
Yes, this grass had the capability to hide Africa's big 7. Lions, cheetahs, tigers could have been in that grass. Yes, this grass looked like it was something you would see on the sides of express roads when you are traveling in Nigeria.
The grazing site.
Not grazing, proper jungle. Yes, this grass looked like there were trees on the pitch.
But let's talk about Rangers.
No, but jokes aside, we had,
that's why the Flying Antelopes had to win yesterday.
because they were in grass.
I mean,
But jokes aside, we saw situations. Let's look at Rabi and this penalty, for instance. We saw the amount of turf and grass that hindered his kick. You know, before he played, I was like, this grass would just, if you remember, I said this grass would make people miss penalty. And if you're going for some kind of precision, you saw the amount of turf and grass that came with his leg.
Yeah.
Come on. Even when the players were trying to run, they all looked heavy because your legs would sink into that kind of grass. It was too high. Jokes aside, when the grass is higher than the football boots of the players.
There's an issue
When you
already.
can't see their boots because of the level of grass, there's an issue already.
We could even see the markings on the pitch.
The pitch looked good from a distance.
Yeah.
Anybody who will come and see any difference is not being honest to Nigerian football. The pitch was, we always complain about pitches not having enough grass. So I think they overcompensated on this one.
Yeah, Dami, pitch invasion again. Not nice. It was good to see so many people in the stands, 22,000 capacity stadium. But how many times do we have to see this ugly scenes?
Wilfred, this is the part of the game that saddened me the most yesterday. The fact that after the game, I was talking with Nnamdi just after the penalty shootout, and as Rangers were about to score, we saw some fans already with their flags. I could see them at the edge. They were climbing already.
Down already.
And we already knew that if that penalty goes in, they are going to invade the pitch. Sadly, even at the end of the performance, one of the artists that came up had to be taken off for security reasons because the fans had coached the pitch already.
Shoddy trophy presentation.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
If I'm the sponsor, I'd be pissed.
Honestly.
I'd be very pissed.
Because everything that happened on the field was so entertaining and so mind-blowing, and then it was just an anticlimax.
Rubbish by organization.
Quite sad there. But let's look at Rangers. They will be representing Nigeria in the CAF Confederations Cup for next season. And you worry?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rangers, they are actually on a trend now. Over 30 years for them to win the Nigerian Premier League, and now over 30 years again for them to win the Aiteo Cup.
So you're saying over 30 years.
So you're saying 30 years from now they'll win the CAF Champions League?
No. It took 3 seasons between when they won the Premier League and now they've won the Aiteo Cup. Maybe
have they won any continental trophy?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe in the next 3 seasons they'll win the CAF Champions League. Yeah, since they're on a trend.
I said this yesterday and I'll say it again today.
Yeah.
My main worry about Rangers representing Nigeria is the lack of fortitude at the cathedral.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a fortress. Doesn't seem like a place where
people
Rangers
are scared
are
to
almost
come and play.
guaranteed 3 points. People seem to waltz in there, collect a point or 3 and walk out with little or no obstruction to them. So,
but that's free and fair football.
No, you don't understand. It's not a matter of cheating or anything.
Okay.
It's a matter of the fact that Rangers don't seem to have control of their home stadium.
Yeah.
And look, on the continent, you need to own your home stadium, because if you don't have your home stadium and you think you're going to go away and win, no amount of prayers that you request for will help you.
Shaking some tables there.
All right, we'll come to the guys who needed prayers in a moment. But for Rangers International, I must say, Benga Ogumbote, fantastic performance yesterday. That's a coach, because even when they were 3-0 down, you couldn't see them hooving the ball. They kept it on the ground, kept pushing, passing,
and the substitution of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, taking away.
You can't get past that.
Nnamdi also had to come in for Femi Thomas. I like that. That was brave.
He was actually leaking. That's not
But
unacceptable.
In all fairness, Locosa will have to take some of the blame for yesterday.
Yeah.
Because on 2 or 3 occasions, the game could have been killed off. Poor finishing from headers, one-on-one with the keeper. By that 76th minute, the game could have been 4 or 5-0.
Could have been 6.
And by the time Rangers had scored 1, Caterpillars could have scored another 2. By the time Rangers scored 2, they could have scored another 1. But they were missing chances like they were long lost relatives.
But at the same time, I think it was Femi Thomas who actually gave Caterpillars that lead in that particular game. Uncle Thomas, next time,
don't doubt yourself.
Okay. Now to Eyimba straight away. And yesterday, Eyimba, we expected them to lose, and they eventually lost 2-1.
Why do you say we expected them to lose?
I don't understand. Is it because he supported them? Wilfred, is it because he supported Eyimba that you automatically expected them to lose?
Don't support them, and
this is the same Wilfred. Every time I tell him you're an Abia Warriors fan, you say no, he's an Eyimba.
No, fan. Then all of a sudden now he's not an Eyimba fan.
All of a sudden he just supports. He just wanted to support them. It's not that he's an Eyimba fan.
But I've said it before.
Let me tell you, Nigeria.
Why are we shifting posts?
Let me say
Wilfred is an Abia Warriors supporter.
One.
The end.
No, 3 teams.
Case closed.
3 teams.
Sizes and delivered.
No.
How can he support 3 teams in the MPFL?
Well,
one.
No big deal.
Even my team is never in the MPFL, it's never in the NNL,
but I stay true to my team. But supporting 3 MPFL teams. 3.
We relegate together, we come up together.
It makes no difference.
It makes
3
a difference.
And the 3 teams.
Do you have 3 wives?
For now.
Wow, you have to think of that. Wow.
Now, I've answered for now.
That pause needs to be interrogated this evening.
I answered for now 1.
For now.
So, yeah, Abia Warriors, no doubt.
Now,
Eyimba, no doubt. And the third one, I guess you should know.
It's like saying I support.
United.
It's like saying I support Manchester United, Man City, and Liverpool.
No,
I mean,
that's exactly what
I was saying. You support Chelsea, Tottenham, and Arsenal.
In Nigeria, we know that the rivalry doesn't really go that far.
It does, though. It does. I remember as a kid, beggar and
without
stores.
violence.
Lagos, not violence,
Okay.
but
Without sentiment.
deep loyalty. With
Deep loyalty and
how can you say
how you say move on without sentiment?
How can you say without? No, Wilfred, I refuse to move on.
Because we'll continue this on social media.
Football.
We'll continue this on social media.
I love it.
All right.
Go
So,
on social media and tell Wilfred to stick to his club.
so for Usman Abdallah, who is the Yuba coach, he's actually speaking, saying that look, he's very proud of the players and that from now he'll give them like 3 weeks break, then they get to regroup again ahead of the new season. But the guys in the studio wouldn't let me play his voice, so let me play you this ad.
Actually, that's the right noise.
I'm not guessing this is now. That's why they change.
When we come back, play
Champions League
Champions League, I beg.
Straight.
With that short Di Maria. Okay, we don't play the Di Maria goal. Just play Champions League.
League straight.
Yeah.
Press for time.
Liverpool first to how Salah scored 2 goals.
Hey, no go hear
You know what? Let's do something. Let's never talk about Liverpool.
No.
That is
You
the
want me to
news
help
now.
out?
Let him off it now.
That is the news. Oh.
Let him off it.
Let's start from the city where they have the best chefs in town and the best menu. Paris and Nnamdi. Yeah, 2-2 actually. Yeah,
Yep.
PSG and Napoli.
Yep. Look, PSG haven't started this campaign very well. I mean, they went and lost
At Anfield.
at Anfield. Now they've come out home to Napoli.
You almost mentioned it.
You know, so it looks like maybe at that point we thought maybe look, those guys from Anfield,
Yeah.
maybe they are really hot this season. But it's looking like PSG might be cold in Europe because they had to get an injury time equalizer from Di Maria,
Yeah.
you know, at home against Napoli. That just tells you that maybe this PSG side haven't exactly reached the races at the Champions League yet. You know, the other Anfield team, you know, Liverpool,
Okay.
yeah, it was Rest at Belgrade, so what did you expect? Anyway, moving on.
The one for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Rest at Belgrade have been scored 6-0 by PSG in this Champions League already. So
6-1.
Well,
Yeah, they got it
6-1.
considered.
Tennis first set, 6-1.
Yeah.
Festus is hoping we'll analyze the match.
Okay.
So we'll move straight from Group C to Group B. Where Tottenham, they can't buy a win in this tournament.
Yeah.
They can't. They can't even steal one.
Now, we spoke about Eriksen returning. Fantastic pinpoint cross to find Harry Kane. Harry Kane scored with a header. They were leading 2-1, and that crazy moment from their captain and goalkeeper, the French international.
Why would you say a crazy moment? The
No,
keeper had to
came
rush
off,
out because
did he have to? Because at that point, this guy Lozano had a defender on him.
Lozano had a defender that he had already
He had pretty much schooled the defender.
left the defender for dead.
But eventually, you came out and brought him down straight red.
You have to do something.
Not bringing him down and getting yourself.
What choice did he
set
have,
up.
Wilfred?
They eventually considered.
What choice did he have?
He took a chance.
Look, he took a
and
chance,
they considered.
and it only didn't pay off because his team did not hold their own
Exactly.
together. Because they didn't equalize at that point. They
Equalized
equalized much
minutes
later.
later.
So because they had a numerical advantage.
Yeah,
So
but
it was
what we're saying
reset.
is they didn't equalize immediately after Lloris got his red card. Meaning, if they could have held on for longer, they would have gotten all 3 points.
So where does this leave them?
Now, right now, Spurs are in a really, really tricky
The
situation
problem now,
in their group.
The problem now is
Because
that they have to now go and get points against Inter and
Barcelona.
That's
That
the
is
problem.
not easy whatsoever. And they're going to Camp Nou.
Yeah.
They were beaten 4-2 at Wembley. They're going to Camp Nou. I don't see them getting anything more than a point.
And Messi will be well rested.
And right now, they need about at least 7 to 8 points.
So Europa League confirmed.
I think so.
Maybe not.
They'll be
you know.
joining the other.
Maybe
They might not even go to
They
the
might not go
Europa
to
League
Europa League.
because
I
they have
mean-
PSV Eindhoven are tied
Yeah, what if
for a point
PSG?
each.
Wow.
What if PSV get the drop on them? All right, other fixture: Barcelona, Inter, very entertaining. No Messi, no problem.
At all.
Barcelona bossed the game.
Did you see that block from Brozovic? Suarez's free kick.
Yeah, the free kick. He went on the
On
ground.
the ground.
On the ground. No, but you know, most Italian teams do that. You know, you want to take a free kick, one guy slides under the wall. So
Yeah.
if you play it on the ground, he blocks it.
I think the game that shocked me the most yesterday, Dortmund against Atletico Madrid, 4 goals to 0. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw a scoreline and Atletico Madrid conceded 4
That's the
goals.
first time Diego Simeone has conceded 4 in the Champions League.
If I'm Diego Simeone,
There was no Paco or Salsa, so just imagine if he played 7.
after the first half, 1-0 with 38-minute goal, and you're telling your guys, all right, it's 1-0, calm down, go forward. This is the danger with when you go away and play defensively. The fact that Dortmund got their first goal, Atletico had to come out and look for a goal, and they were ripped apart by Dortmund. And some lapses in concentration.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw them give away the ball in the box. Things that Atletico don't normally do. That defensive solidity was not there.
To show how poor they were, imagine Rafael Guerrero twice in the box, scoring.
Yeah.
Twice in the box, a left fullback.
Yeah. Jan Black had a terrible game. The whole Atletico Madrid defense had a terrible game, and let's just hope they can bounce back. The return leg is at the Wanda Metropolitano. Hopefully they can get 3 points there and get their
the good thing for them is the fact that the other 2 teams in the global, Club Brugge and Monaco.
No disrespect to Club Brugge and Monaco, but
no, they had a draw. None of them took advantage of this.
Yeah,
they played 1-1.
I think it's a race for the Europa League between those two. Yeah.
And then the other fixtures?
Yeah, the Lokomotiv Moscow, they lost at home 3-1 to FC Porto. They actually missed a penalty. Ike Casillas taking us back in time.
Running back the years.
To when
and the only goalless game yesterday, Galatasaray against Schalke.
No need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Alright, quickly, the Europa League games for today, Danny?
Yeah, the big game in Europa League today, Arsenal up against Sporting Lisbon. That's a really big one. And of course, Chelsea host Bati Borisov.
Big game. Marseille is playing Lazio.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, but okay, the biggest game, Arsenal is playing Sporting.
AC Milan is playing Real Betis.
Is that bigger than Arsenal Sporting?
I'm coming. I just wondering how you said that's the biggest game, because I won't challenge it. FC Zurich is playing Leverkusen.
Okay, yeah, that one is actually good, and it's good.
Celtic is playing RP Leipzig.
Yeah, we'll get to see Steve.
Which of those 2 teams is bigger than Arsenal?
We're talking of the level of them. The level of two of them. Historically, in terms of trophies, I can argue that.
Alright, I just have to bring that in.
Kelvin the Jiggerman.
For me, the greatest comeback final match ever in the history of football is Rangers versus Kano Pillars. It's rubbish Liverpool's UCL final.
Rubbish?
What a wonder, super duper 3 goals in less than 20 minutes. Rangers have made me happy. Thank you, Jesus. Chief Victor said, please, Enugu Rangers shouldn't try to do that truck traffic parade. If they don't have money, they should ask for public support. We can't stand the shame and disgrace. This one is from Chire Nancy. She says, kudos should be given to Benga Ogumbote for his bravery to change the Rangers goalkeeper, Thomas. Hope Coach Rob will learn from this and make good and prompt tactical changes. Just Yanni says for Aimba, I knew the point they got in Raja was the end of the road for them. For Rangers versus Pillars, it was a good game for them both. For Pillars, they have themselves to blame for time wasting. Once again, congrats to Rangers.
Alright, let's go now. We'll come back tomorrow morning, 7:45 a.m. But make sure you're following City FM at City 1051. And you follow Nnamdi, the boss of Obanya, Obanya, Damilo Jusal. You can also follow him and myself, Wilfred Mong, at the DsilentG. Bella is here, your business.
Yes, I am. Yo, what happened with Mourinho though? Why was he so pissed off? Why did he beat that guy up?
Wow.
Wow.
He didn't beat anybody.
Where I sat, I saw a fight.
It sounds like when you sat was at the back of where the wrong gist came.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't in front of TV. You heard the gist from somebody, you heard it from somebody.
I saw an excerpt on Twitter. I think it was.
Oh no, Twitter people say lots of things that should not be regarded.
But I mean, if they didn't hold him back, he would have beaten the guy now, wouldn't he?
That's a big hit.
I'm sorry, that guy is a 20-something-year-old.
He wouldn't have.
They are beating Mourinho.
Jose is in his face.
Jose would only go and maybe warn him and treat him. If any fight is going to happen.
Can he be suspended for trying to do that?
No, he can't. But the guy has been fined and
he's been charged
by Chelsea.
Is he going through something? Is he depressed?
No, not Mourinho. The guy that came to harass him.
Mourinho has no issue.
It was the guy that
Mourinho has no charge on this.
Oh, are you serious?
No, he has no charge.
Okay, time for you guys to go. Thank you very much.
Let me mind my business.
You asked the question now. But it was just a pity. If a certain Marcos Rojo had been allowed to get near the tunnel, he would have had action.
Aha!
We got the hits. We got the gist. This is Lagos' #1 lifestyle station, City 1051 FM.